If you're waiting for a spa day to take care of yourself as a mom, I'm sorry to tell you that that day might never come. When people hear self-care, they automatically think luxury stay at a 5-star resort or having like full 24-hour spa days. If you're a mom, you know that as much as we want that to be true, we both know that that is not what happens in real life. Self-care for me are the little things I get to do every single week that help me stay grounded and clear-headed so I can show up for my family and for my work. There are 5 things I do every single week and they are non-negotiable. They don't require a ton of money and they don't require for me to free up 2 hours within my day just because I need to practice self-care. So let's dive straight in. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Thelma and I talk about all things food, mom life and self-care. And to my old subscribers, welcome back. It's good to have you back. So 5 self-care practices that are non-negotiable for me every single week. Number 1 is I make sure I wake up before every single person in my house. Yes, I know we've heard this a lot online and it's starting to sound cliche, but I tell you that it absolutely works. I try to wake up 40 to 50 minutes before anybody in my house because listen, that 40 to 50 minutes is for me to pour into myself. I know that it is my time. Nobody's going to be screaming mommy. Nobody's going to be asking me for anything. It's just my time for peace and quiet. So as soon as I wake up, the first thing I do is I try to make sure I drink warm water. And the reason is because I don't know what is wrong with me. I love drinking cold water. I love drinking water with lots and lots of ice in it. So I'm starting this new thing where every morning I go straight to my kitchen, get my kettle, boil some water, and then I just drink my warm water for the day. And that kind of wakes up my system and it gets things moving, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So once I'm done with my warm water, the next thing I like to do is some kind of movement. And this could be as simple as dancing along to a YouTube dance video or just getting on my walking pad and walking for 30 to 40 minutes. And by the time I'm done with my workout, of course, I'm sweaty and all I need to do is take a shower. I have about 10 to 15 minutes to get this done before eventually waking the kids up and getting them ready for school. Having this 40 to 50 minutes to myself, yeah, what happens is I am not irritable. I'm not screaming at anybody. I feel taken care of and I'm ready to take care of anybody else. So really, you don't need 2 hours. You don't need to wake up by 4 a.m. You don't need to wake up at 3 a.m. All you need to do is try to go to bed early and then look for a sweet spot that works for you so that when you wake up in the morning, you're not feeling grumpy or grouchy or any of that stuff. And it takes me back to the time where even as a mom, I really needed to do a professional course. However, I had my 9 to 5 and I had a lot of other things I was doing. And the only time I could find to actually work on that course was first thing in the morning before the world wakes up. I am up giving about 30 minutes to my course. And yeah, I know that that one is sorted for the day. So let's go straight to number 2. So every Sunday, I sit down and I map out the important things that need to get done in the coming week. Look at work deadlines, family commitments, school activities, content that I need to film. Look at my calendar. What did I not do in the previous week that needs to come into this week? I even have to think about what everybody is going to eat. And the only way that works for me is if I sit down on Sunday, take 30 to 45 minutes, sit down and actually map it out. This does not mean that every single thing I planned will go smoothly because hello, a mom life, it never ever goes perfectly, but it kind of prepares me for the kind of week that is about to come. And I don't find myself feeling overwhelmed on a Monday when I haven't even started my week. So it takes me about 30 to 40 minutes to put this plan in motion, and honestly it saves me hours during the week because when I do not plan, I find that I'm reactive, I'm irritable, I'm scrambling. But when I do plan, I'm prepared for what's to come. I know what's coming, and it really just prevents me from being overwhelmed and running around like a headless chicken. Number 3 is I have a weekly skincare ritual. So once every week, typically on Sundays, I make sure I take time out to care for my skin. Not my usual daily routine where I rush through cleansing my face, moisturizing and putting my SPF. Not that kind of skincare, like intentionally sitting with myself, intentionally taking care of my skin. What this looks like for me is once is like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, once my kids are off to bed, I make sure I exfoliate to get rid of dead dead skin. Number 2 is I get in a face steam. I mean, not every Sunday, but like when I feel like it, which basically opens up my pores and is very relaxing. And sometimes when I feel like it, I put on a face mask, and if I don't feel like it, I don't do any of that. And then I really take time to moisturize my skin. And honestly, that is one of the reasons why I look forward to my Sunday evenings, because it's my own quiet time. It's just me, no kid, no phones, nobody's making any funny requests at that time of the night. And really, it's not about buying expensive products for you to feel like you're taking care of yourself, but it's really about creating that time, being intentional and pouring into your skin and yourself the same way that you pour into others. Number 4 is moving my body. This one helps me reset myself mentally because I easily get stressed or whatnot. But I find that moving my body every single time is a way for me to de-stress. It's not about trying to run a marathon or being stuck in the gym 7 days a week. I've tried that before and it did not work. It's about making sure I'm active, not just living a sedentary life of being by my laptop. Do you understand? Like moving my body. And for me, it looks like instead of going to the gym 7 days a week, I get to go 3 times a week where I do my strength training. And then, like I said before in number 1, when I wake up in the mornings, I put on a dance workout on YouTube and I basically dance the morning away. Sometimes if I don't feel like dancing, I can simply take a walk on my walking pad. Or if I'm not a scaredy cat that morning, I can brace up and go outside and take a walk. And then depending on the day, I can decide to either play tennis or play squash. So for me, I'm at a point in my life where I prioritize moving my body. I would love to say it's not about weight loss, but for me, it is about weight loss. But instead of thinking about, oh, I want to lose weight now, I'm thinking about long term. I don't want to be 40, 50 and still be battling with my weight. And I'm trying to build that lifestyle that I want, which is an active lifestyle of moving my body the easiest and the simplest way possible. And moving my body, especially when I'm at the gym, it makes me feel so strong. Like, ooh, when I'm getting to lift all those weights, I'm like, oh yes, you can do it, girl. I feel so strong, even though like I can, but yeah, I feel strong when I move. So yeah, it's not really about paying for expensive gym membership or anything like that. It's walking is free. Moving your body is free. You have stairs in your house. I learned that from one of my trainers years ago. If you have stairs in your house, you can just challenge yourself. Okay, let me go up and down these stairs, maybe like 10 times. And you can do that like 3 times during the day. And yeah, just move your body. Instead of sending somebody, oh, go and get that for me. Stand up and go and get it yourself. It's also part of moving your body. I never want to stop. As long as I'm standing, I'm living, I will continue to prioritize moving my body. And number 5, the last one, is doing one thing for me. Now, this is doing something that has absolutely nothing to do with being a mom or running a business. And for me, it looks like reading a novel that doesn't have to do with parenting, productivity, or self-help. For me, again, it looks like watching a lot of reality TV where I turn up the noise. If you ask me what happened in the last episode, I probably cannot tell you, but it's just my guilty pleasure. It's just that one thing that I get to do for self-care where I don't have to think about myself. I don't have to think about anybody. I don't have to think about the problems I have or the problems in the world right now. I'm just there watching, and yeah. Sometimes it looks like sitting in silence. A lot of times when I'm tired and I don't want to get involved in anything, I make sure my kids are good, I make sure my husband is good, and I go upstairs and I lock myself in my room and I just take 30 to 45 minutes just to rest. I would like to sleep, but the sleep doesn't come. I just lay there in bed doing absolutely nothing. But the point is doing just one thing for you that for you it can be productive, but for me, I don't want to be productive at that point. I just want to watch rubbish TV and lay there in silence and not have to pick any calls or text anybody. So yeah, one thing just for you. Self-care is about the small, consistent, sustainable practices that prevent burnout. As you've heard, none of the things I mentioned are glamorous, but they work for me. They leave me clear-headed and grounded, and I'm able to show up for my family, my work, and everybody around me the best way that I can. What's one self-care practice you do as a busy mom? I would love to know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell so that every time I upload, you are notified. Bye moms, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.